welcome back to the catch-up corner for Aliens.
My lips are chapping. I feel like an alien. My lips are chapping. Oh, God. Oh, this episode. We got to do this episode quick. Shit. I don't want to get up mid-episode for chapstick. I don't want to have to do editing cuts. It's already 9 p.m. I got to work at 7 a.m. We got to do this quick. My lips are chapping. Ah! I feel better now.
So, obviously, Aliens is a whole genre in and of itself.
Yeah, there's a lot of alien movies this month. I mean, The Blob, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, E.T. Well, I mean, actually, they said this. You guys saw the schedule. If you didn't see the schedule, that's a you issue. Then I'm sorry.
That's not
but
nice.
I don't care. But there's a lot of alien movies. But if we just narrowed it down to general shit like aliens and robots in space, this wouldn't be much of a theme for a month. So, yeah, that's kind of the issue here. I feel like the alien theme is just looking at alien, not representation, okay? But not, yeah, I guess representation of aliens in media throughout the years. You know, whether it's horror or styling or, and I guess, again, going back to the kids part, we're missing one with E.T., but shut up. But, like, from the horror aspect to how creative alien designs get to even just simply humans at odds with aliens / robotic aliens. I feel like we've encompassed a good amount with these three because if it's not Star Wars, there usually is some kind of alien threat. And they're usually seen as a threat. So, especially early sci-fi, as seen with Invasion of the Body Snatchers and The Blob. So, I feel like even if they're not in the alien category, we got a good gist, but like those other alien movies can be like classified into our other genres that are more symbolic of them. This is just alien madness at its core to some degree, and if we missed one along the way, then shove an anal probe up your ass from a Martian. But these are our three movies for Alien Month. So, not Alien Month, Alien Day. Wow.
One too many.
One too many. Are we
One
starting
too many.
Are we starting least to best?
I think so.
Okay, go ahead. Out the gate. Go ahead. Shoot out the hyperspace. Let's see it. And piss off the fan base, why don't you?
Okay,
Usually that's me.
Okay, I probably am going to piss off a fan base. But first of all, this movie is so obscure. It is so hard to find. The worst part about this entire experience is it is on YouTube. However, you can only find it on YouTube, and you have to pay $10 for it.
$10?
And you can't even rent it.
$10?
You have to freaking buy it. $10.
We could have gone to our local DVD place. It probably was there.
You know what? It probably was.
That's a you issue right there. Don't blame the aliens.
It might not have been, though.
Don't blame the aliens.
Listen.
Not for the fact that you didn't probe all corners of space for this movie.
I only wanted to rent it.
Yeah,
No,
but
I had to
cool
buy the
DVDs.
fucking thing. No, it was a bad movie. I would not want to own it.
We have bad movies as DVDs anyways. Fucking Morbius is in the collection.
Well, yeah, but I just wanted to make you laugh.
We have bad movies in the collection.
We have bad movies at home. We don't need to add another one.
Too late for that, sister.
Alright, well, if we didn't say it already, that movie is Battlestar Galactica.
We didn't say it yet.
The 1978 movie that started out as the pilot to the TV series.
Think Star Wars, the Clone Wars movie.
Yeah, it was.
Star Wars, Clone Wars.
Which was originally 3 hours. They condensed it to 2 hours and like 8-ish minutes. And oh my god, it was so bad. So the series follows this group of people who come from
the 12 human colonies.
Who come from like a different planet, and they are trying to figure out how to live on Earth.
Yeah.
This is the movie leading up to it.
This is 1,000-year war with an alien race, essentially.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was so bad. I thought at first, I was intrigued at first. I was interested to see where the characters were gonna go. I was interested in, like, the dynamics of the planets and the colonies. And, like, I still was throughout the movie. But, like, I feel like it could have done so much more. I did not like the characters whatsoever. 2 of the characters just wanted to make out with women the whole fucking time.
I mean, can you fucking blame them? Shout out
when
women.
There's a literal war going on, yes.
Has that ever stopped anybody from making out with a woman? No.
Fair.
Not at all.
Fair.
Okay?
But still, the effects... Oh my gosh, I was so...
Oh, here we go.
So disappointed in the effects. And it's only because I watched another one of the movies in here that came out around the same time, like literally a year after.
I'm gonna research this. You keep talking.
It just wasn't good. Like, compared to, I'll say it, and I'll talk more in detail about the effects in this one in a minute. But Alien, we had literally just watched Alien that came out a year
later
after this one.
A year later.
And just watching the effects in Battlestar Galactica compared to those, I was so disappointed. Like, yes, a year is a decent amount of time.
It's not a lot for movies of this era.
Right, but like, to go from effects in Battlestar Galactica to like, and then immediately watching Alien, there's a vast difference. And it was so just disappointing. Like, oh my gosh, it had so much potential. And like, I'm not mad about not liking this movie. I know Connor didn't like the movie. He was hanging out with us the other day when I had to finish it. Like, I literally only had... It took me 3 sittings to watch this movie because I was just so bored.
She was in pain.
And so I had to watch the last half an hour before we filmed this episode, and Connor was hanging out with us with me while Benson was going to ref. And Connor was like, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch that. You can't make me watch it. And I'm like, well, go sit in the corner and read your book because I have to finish it. Mm-hmm. And oh my God, I was so bored.
That movie probably was the reason he broke out in hives.
Oh, buddy.
He is currently suffering hives in a swollen body. He doesn't know. It always happens once a year.
Yeah.
I've known this man for 10 years. I've never seen it once happen.
Yeah,
I think he's just lying.
It happens every year. No, I saw them. Unless he created them himself.
He injected himself with something that he's allergic to that he isn't telling us.
Yeah.
But, no. Yeah, you heard right, though, chat. I made her watch the 1978 version, not the 90s version, which is critically acclaimed, the 1978, because I figured the 1990s version could be added last second to the remix.
I'm okay with
I crack myself up with how I slide things into this podcast without her realizing. Anyways, yeah, no, this movie sucks. Literally, a review called it Poor Man's Star Wars, and this is a time where everyone wanted to one-up Star Wars. I mean, even a decade later, I feel like a decade later, people are still trying to one-up Star Wars instead of being its own thing. Because even then, Dune, by David Lynch, love the director. I know that movie isn't very loved, but this one is absolutely acclaimed, if you will, as Poor Man's Star Wars.
It's so bad, so boring, and we've talked about it before on this podcast, where sometimes boring movies are worse than bad movies. This one was both.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a lot to say about this one, and I wish I could just
What about
go
the
on,
alien
like,
race? Like
a hate tirade, but like, there just wasn't a lot to say. It was 2 hours of nothing, and if I had to watch an entire 3-hour movie of this, I would have just said absolutely not.
What about the Cylons? You got to talk about the Cylons. The whole reason we're here, the aliens, the robotic race. What'd you think about them?
They were cool in theory.
Why didn't you like them?
I don't know. I don't even know how to like describe.
Don't you have your new notebook?
No, I didn't write notes.
Did you literally fall asleep during this movie? Is that why you're having such a struggle? Did you fall asleep and you're lying to me? Is this what's happening right now? Listen, my excuse was I hadn't seen it for a while. Did you fall asleep during this movie?
I might have.
Did you actually?
No.
Did you actually?
No.
No.
But I definitely
look me in the eyes and stop laughing. Don't laugh. Did you fucking fall asleep during this important watch? Answer it without laughing.
No, but I definitely spaced out a lot.
I don't believe you.
I did.
Like, she was watching it in between studio cleaning because she had to finish this movie literally this weekend before we recorded.
She had 40 minutes left, and I swear to God, I feel like she focused on the studio more than the actual movie at one point.
Well, like, I would take breaks and then play the movie. Like, I wasn't fully, like, I didn't have the movie on while I was
here's
cleaning.
my question. Would this put into your worst movies of all time list?
Yeah.
Would it be above From Hell It Came?
Oh.
Because that's Demon, this is Aliens. There's gotta be something about the Cylons that didn't work for you in theory.
I feel like, yeah, it would be worse than From Hell It Came.
Wow.
Okay, because I feel like this is attached to a franchise. If I'm only going in watching this movie, I'm not watching the show.
That's fair.
Like, if this was supposed to be a 3-hour long thing, if I'm watching this 3 hours, I'm not going to continue on with the show. Because why?
It is a re-edit, remember.
And then the way that it just, like, ends with them going to Earth, and again, I know, like, the purpose of it is this is the pilot of a show. But your movie also should, like, if you're going to make it a movie, it should also be able to stand on its own. So when you're doing the re-editing, you have to find a way for it to end, but it still be interesting enough to want to pick up the show. And it wasn't.
Hey, I got a great thing for you, by the way. I wanted to make sure, because there are indeed 24 episodes in the original Battlestar Galactica for the first year, and then Galactica 1980, they had 10 episodes. The creator, or actually, I think it's the creator. Isn't the creator? Yeah, Glenn A. Larson. Do you want to know what kind of themes he incorporated into it? Certain theology themes, like religion themes. Guess who he is? He's a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Do you know who that is? The fucking Mormons.
Oh my god.
He incorporated Mormon themes into the Sci-Fi show.
Oh my god. I feel like I knew that. I genuinely.
How did you know that?
I don't know. I feel like I've heard something.
Tread
about
carefully.
That.
The Mormons are very serious people that could smite us. Tread carefully here. I've never been afraid of my life, considering my wonderful sister prank called the Mormon church with my D&D player and had them on the phone.
Maybe don't say that loud.
Well, they don't know the name, but I'm just saying it was horrifying. They know, they're like, search for these fuckers. But no, I mean, I don't have much else to say, and I'm being a hypocrite forcing you to say shit, but like, this is the one, I gotta be honest with you, I like to rewatch shit for this podcast in case I haven't been there in a while, and if not rewatch, get some clips and a plot synopsis and some important ideas, because I have a very photographic memory. Once I see something that I care about, it fits into place. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I didn't care to rewatch this.
Yeah, George Lucas was pissed about this movie.
And rightfully he should be.
Did not like it. Felt it was a ripoff of Star Wars, which is totally fair.
I mean, the Cylons, like the whole robotic alien race that they're in this 1,000-year war with in the show, in the movie. Did you take anything away from this?
Boring. Boring.
Okay, the race itself.
No.
Was there anything cool about them?
No.
No.
Because like I literally just watched this movie and thought Star Wars did it better. And I try not to compare things like when doing like this podcast or just like watching new things, even if it's a remake. But it was really hard with this movie. And like Connor had a fair point, like everything in this decade was trying to compete with Star Wars, which is totally fair. But if you're going to try to compete with a well-known franchise that obviously is very well-loved and has been well-loved from the beginning, then you need to step it up. And they did not.
No. I mean, everyone wanted to. Everyone wanted to be Star Wars. Because everyone else couldn't be Space Odyssey, which was before this, which is another alien movie, technically. But, I mean, this is like humans at war with aliens. Star Wars wasn't an alien war, per se. Mm-hmm. Like, they weren't at war with other aliens. They were at war with humans. Because the Empire was made up of a bunch of fucking humans. And the aliens were the Resistance, technically. When they weren't being humans. Like the Rebels, a lot of them were. Like, I feel like this is the typical way, though. And it's funny because the 90s version is seen as the best version, and it's referenced a lot. I mean, the 90s version uses insects as a main alien race. What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
What are you going to say?
Your speech impediment might have made that sound a little worse than it was.
Insects? What the fuck does that mean?
Insects, like the bugs.
What is insects? Is there an out sex?
No.
Is there an
but
in-between
it might
sex?
sound like incest.
Oh. Yep. I get it now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I hated that one. Wow. Shit. I wish you never said that to me.
My bad.
But there's a brain-eating bug in the 90s one. That's so fucking rad.
Yeah.
And it's also a nice parody of fascism and corporation greed. This one is just, we're trying to do we have Star Wars at home.
That's exactly what it is. And, like, it's so infuriating because, again, like, disappointing movies are even worse than, like, boring movies, in my opinion. Because I had hopes for this one. The idea of the colonies being based on, like, star signs, so fun.
Nothing with them.
But they did nothing.
They probably
with
did
them.
more in the show, but you'd have to watch the show.
Right, I'd have to watch the show, but I'm not interested in watching the show because I just had to sit there for 2 hours and 8 minutes and I was bored and it felt like the longest movie ever.
Okay, what about this is literally another war-themed pilot backburning into a TV show. Clone Wars did this too.
Yeah.
Clone Wars did do this. I mean, the movie was also the same fate where the movie was bad or panned, and then the show was fantastic. Maybe you're missing something here. Maybe we should watch the show and it's the same way.
Maybe. However, I had more fun with the Clone Wars because
Oh!
I was more invested in the characters of the Clone Wars.
I mean, they're characters you already know, yes.
Exactly. But, like, even, like, going into this, I want to feel that connection with the characters.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah, your new characters were a Hutt baby and Ahsoka Tano.
Who's no longer a baby.
Yeah,
We'll talk about that in May.
Mandalorian and Grogu.
We'll talk about that in May.
Oh boy, he ain't no fucking baby no more. Anyways, Stinky ain't no baby. But I got nothing else. I think us going back to Star Wars throughout this discussion says a lot. I'm glad I showed you this one, and honestly, I kind of showed you this one out of confusion and pressure at first. Because you were like, all right, which one? And I forgot there was a 70s one at first, and I was like,
Well, yeah, because when you type in Battlestar Galactica, it's a whole franchise. What comes up is the TV show. This one particular is so hard to find, and I think it's because everybody knows it sucks.
Which is funny, because Helldivers 2 feels like a little inspiration of Battlestar Galactica. Not just, the 90s one with the main focus on bugs, but also the robot race and the Cylons, because Helldivers 2 has a robot race as well. But I feel like people care about the insects more, much like Battlestar Galactica of the 90s, because that's the more iconic one. There's a reason you see a lot more of the insect races in Battlestar Galactica than this one. The aliens were not that interesting, and it was the lamest war. And honestly, this pick was out of pressure. I forgot there was a 70s one, and I was like, oh, shit. So, that's my bad. We'll do the remake for the remake episode.
Yeah, I could be persuaded to watch more of Battlestar Galactica, just not this movie.
Why would you be persuaded? This is my interesting question, though. Why would you be persuaded? Even though you just saw something dog shit in your eyes and disappointing, what makes you intrigued to come back to this?
Because this is a re-edit of the pilot. Maybe they took out some compelling stuff. Maybe.
Would you watch the pilot?
I'm not watching a 3-hour pilot, no.
What? Why not?
No. I'd just jump into the TV show.
You're so lame.
I know, I'm the worst.
Boo! Have some whimsy in your life.
I do. I have a ton of whimsy, honey. You're in my life.
Oh.
You have a lot of energy.
What? Oh. Don't touch me.
That's a compliment.
I don't know. I don't.
That's a compliment.
You're mean.
Yeah, whatever.
But okay, I got nothing else. Music, forgettable. Special effects. Ugh. Listen, as someone that likes to say, at the time, the special effects may not have been as compelling as today, but they were arguably even better, and also limited because of the budget. Listen, as someone that defends old special effects from that time, because listen, they have a certain charm to it, and also, quite frankly, revolutionized what we have today in the most fantastic way possible. I can't defend these special effects. They're terrible. They're dog shit. They're so atrocious. I feel like even the green screening, quote unquote. I think there's a few moments of it. Not that great.
Yeah.
And the lasers, they're hated it. Even like the original designs of shit, it looks so dated. I mean, again, I've been exploring this genre for so long, it still feels dated. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like, how does Kubrick's minimalist almost approach to space and aliens and other shit, which you would feel like would be weirded out, like a lot of people will be like, oh, it's outdated. How does that hold up? There's a good answer for this, actually, that I don't have 2 hours to explain, but that's just my point, though. Minimalist alien approach better than complex bootleg alien approach. Make it make sense, Hollywood. Fucks. But, yeah.
But I think we can jump right into a movie.
Hold on.
That is from the same decade.
Oh, wait. Hold on, shush your pie hole for a second.
Oh.
Because we were getting into territory. I'm sorry, that was so rude. We're getting into territory of my favorite movies of all time. 2 of these, actually.
I know.
I was going to be like, wait, where do they rank in your eyes? Because there's a right answer. Go ahead.
Well, if we're going from least best to best, Alien comes next. I think it's right in the middle of these 2. Okay. Not that Alien was bad, but... So, what I was talking about earlier. Alien is in the exact same decade. It came out a year after Battlestar Galactica.
Mm-hmm.
The effects are so much better. What is Alien, honey?
Oh, we follow this wonderful group of space explorers that are suddenly sidetracked from the mission by direct orders from the corporation, yay, above them, to explore this planet. When they explore this planet, they find this weird alien, and the rest ensues on a singular spaceship as they fall out into these horrific moments with this alien known as the Xenomorph that comes in multiple stages, such as the initial alien, the Facehugger.
Who gets a man pregnant.
Yeah. Reddit must have really been happy with this movie. No, not Reddit. Tumblr was really happy with this movie.
Oh my God.
They're like, yes, male prego, yes! And all my femboys in the chat are going, fuck yes! Finally! A movie for me! Oh, I dropped my phone. He stuck his dick in his mouth and made him pregnant! Just as it should be! You fucking freaks. Why do we allow me to have a platform?
I'm not cutting that.
Why do we have a... Why am I allowed to have a platform of any kind? I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to hear that. You guys had to hear that in whatever headphone. Please don't play this in public. And if you already did, I'm sorry.
Listen. Rule number 1 that we should have explained from day 1
is have fun.
No,
it's have fun.
No.
It's have fun.
No, it's not.
We're having fun talking about male pregnancy. Shut up.
Is if Benson is on your screen, whether it be podcast, streaming, or YouTube video, never play it in public without headphones.
Oh, your phone thought you were saying Siri. Whoops. Who's got the speech impediment now, dumbass? Bet you feel fucking stupid. The robot got summoned by your dumbass voice. We didn't have a robot theme. Oh my goodness, I'm having an episode.
No, we didn't have a robot.
Shit! We suck! Anyways. He got a man pregnant.
So unhinged.
And then the alien popped out of his stomach and fled the scene.
That is, fun fact, that is the only scene, that is the reason that I would not watch this movie.
She's such a coward
for the longest time. I never wanted to watch this
when there's
movie.
worse.
I did not want to watch this movie. I was all set not watching this movie.
Yeah, I tried to convince her for the longest time. Who would have thought a podcast...
This fucking podcast made me do it.
Who would have thought a podcast was all it takes to make her watch male pregnancy? Who fucking thought?
Let's get it real. That is not the reason I didn't want to watch it.
Yeah,
don't make people think I'm homophobic.
God forbid the Tumblr people come after the non-binary and the pansexual teetering lesbian woman. God forbid. Shit. That's a running joke, by the way. I always say she's gonna Freddie Mercury me one day, but...
I might.
What?
What?
Anyways, Alien. Speaking of horrors and leaving. Great time. The alien left his body, fled the scene. So, yeah.
I am, in all seriousness, when I can stop laughing.
You got this.
I liked this movie a lot.
Just liked?
I liked it a lot.
Wow, you have a wrong opinion again.
I liked it a lot.
You have a wrong opinion. It's not just liked. What the hell? Damn. Well, you know what? We gotta rewatch the footage. Roll the pregnancy! Get that alien back on his face right until the dawn!
First of all, Sigourney Weaver, national treasure.
Yes, agreed.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
And the effects, and this is what I'm talking about. I feel like the effects in this were done so phenomenally well.
I mean, this is a different take, I guess, where the practical effects have to work because you're in for the most part, a single location, and then you're in another location where the practical effects matter the most, setting up the reveal at the original location that you started your movie in to begin with. They have to work because it's up close and personal. Because fucking, it's not like Battlestar Galactica where like it's a grand space opera of some kind. This is in a single, very dimly lit, for the most part, spaceship that is claustrophobic on purpose.
But I think that lighting is what makes it so good because the ships and like any other props that they are using blend so well into the background. They blend, like they obviously they pop a little bit, but it doesn't make it so obvious that it's just a green screen behind them.
I mean, even the spaceship in space looks better than Battlestar Galactica's travel.
So much better. Like you can't even tell that it's not like it's just a green screen.
It looks good. I would have thought that was real space travel when I was a kid.
So good, so clean. I was invested, and that claustrophobic atmosphere. First of all, the reason that I don't really like watching horror movies like this, which like sci-fi and horror go together hand in hand. We talked about this in the last episode. But the reason I don't love movies like that, or not that I don't love them, but the reason I don't actively seek out watching them is because deep space and the deep sea are the two things that absolutely terrify me.
Yeah.
Because we don't know. There are so many things we don't know. You can't tell me that mermaids don't exist because there's so much of the ocean that we have not ventured out.
No, they don't exist, but Cthulhu probably sure does. He's down there.
But like the idea of being in space, even without the alien, it's terrifying.
You don't see any other space travel, FYI.
It feels so claustrophobic, and like that is obviously the point. And yes, this movie is slow, but it's meant to be slow. I don't think there were any cheap jump scares. I mean, I think there might have been like one or two.
No, there might have been one that you didn't like because it looked weird at first.
Oh, there was one.
Okay, but we'll get there. We'll get there when we get to your other stuff, I guess. But I will say...
But it wasn't really a jump scare. It was just like a...
Oh, we'll get there, though. But, I mean, even like the tagline in space, on the poster itself, the original movie, is in space no one can hear you scream. I mean, you don't see it's confirmed there is space travel in this type of movie. Obviously, that's how we got to this point. There's no other colonies. There's no other humans they interact with other than each other. There's one signal they get, and they decrypt it until it's too late, where they're like, it's a warning to stay away from this planet, and then it's already too late.
Yeah, it's
they're
slow,
alone.
But it's meant to be slow because it builds up that atmosphere even way before we introduce the face hugger into the situation. It's building up that suspense and that atmosphere and that isolation, and you just feel, as someone with claustrophobia, you feel suffocated.
The only
while
time
you're watching it.
The only time there's a big room is when everything is light.
Yeah.
Like the Holy Grail. Like, I love the light and darkness symbolism in this movie. I did a whole thing on this in sci-fi class.
Oh, look at you being so cute.
Oh, thank
smart.
you so much. I love talking about male pregnancy. Anyways, so the cast itself, before we get to the alien, how'd you feel about your wonderful cast?
Okay. Everyone, I think, had their own roles,
Mm-hmm.
and it was super interesting. We had not one comedy effect person, but two, and those guys kind of pissed me off. Because it was just, I mean, like, yeah, you gotta have some
They weren't
level
even really
of,
comedy.
of fun, but they were just kind of assholes.
They weren't. Well, that's the thing. They weren't comedy. They were assholes.
Yeah.
Because once everything starts hitting the fan, they're no longer comedic. They're just assholes. They're being shown for their bare personality out in display. So that's the big thing to take away.
Fair.
Lest we not forget, too, the big plot twist on one of the other cast members.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
He pissed me off, but that's like just like that kind of character in general, the person that thinks they know it all when really they joined the crew the last. And
well, I mean, let's also not forget the big plot point of him, though. He's not actually human.
Yeah,
there is an alien.
That actually was really surprising to me.
Yeah.
As somebody who, like, yes, this movie is older.
Ash is his name, by the way.
Ash, yes.
I have the cast in case you need to look at the names. I had to look it up.
I keep wanting to call Dallas Nash, and I don't know why.
Dallas is the captain.
I know who that is, but I keep wanting to call him Nash, and I don't know where I got that from.
Yeah. I mean, Ash is the only one that knows everything because he's an android that was sent on this mission with the corporation to bring back the alien because the corporation had found out about this alien from another team where the message came from, and everyone else is secondary, but the alien's return is first and foremost.
Yeah, and, like, let's... Oof. Sorry.
You okay?
I had a thought, and then I had indigestion, and it just went out in my brain.
You know what? Indigestion is what happened to the alien. Are you having an alien?
But this is how far removed from media I have been up until now. Like, I didn't know that was going to be a plot twist.
Oh, you thought he was just an
avoided
emotionally
spoilers.
distant person.
I mean, obviously, I knew something was up with him. Like, he joined the crew last. He wasn't
from
even
the
supposed
science
to,
division.
He wasn't even supposed to be part of this mission. And then we get the reveal that he's a robot.
You thought he was a super strong, emotionally detached person.
Yeah.
But as soon as they beat the shit out of his head and he started gushing white, I saw your face, because we watched this in the dark, fun fact. I said we should. And as soon as he started gushing white, I looked at you and I go, uh-oh, she's got... I looked and I saw her face, and it clicked in her mind right before they said he's an android, that he was not human at all.
Uh-huh. Well, once his head got taken off, I think that was a bit of a giveaway.
I mean, yeah. But he was...
just a little bit.
Forget the fact he was bleeding cum, but like...
Oh, yeah, that too.
That too. Like, just all over the place, just jizzing out of his neck.
I'm not cleaning that up.
It's like a Got Milk commercial. That's a great advertisement for milk. Ash drank milk, and look where he is. Got milk?
I don't think that's a good advertisement.
I
think that would make people not want to
He's
drink
super
milk.
strong. Yeah, that's what you get when you drink milk.
Your head blown off?
No, super strong. And even then, when his head got blown off, he still was kicking. So, yes, actually, there is a lesson here. But, anything else in the cast that you want to talk about?
Okay, no, but I do want to talk about the jump scare scene. It was a jump scare, but it wasn't a jump scare.
Are we I was going to say something about the cast. Are we just jumping
okay,
right into
no, go ahead and say something about the
I thought
cast.
we were going to talk about all the positives first before we got into the negatives.
Oh, sure, we could do that.
Okay, I thought
we really don't plan out this.
You're just scattered shot. I'm proud.
Yeah.
You're more ADHD than me, and you bully me.
Absolutely.
You bully me for it.
Oh, yeah.
I think the cast is great.
I
think this type of movie was amazing because sci-fi, it's like, damn. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, everyone's making these sci-fi stories, these sci-fi moments where everyone's badass or fighting the alien. Even in Invasion of the Body Snatchers, like, your main character is trying to be brave in the face of it all, and is seen as psychotic. But he's still fighting. He still has a point and rallies people to the cause in some way at the end. In this one, everyone's personality, everyone's role in the group, comedic, I guess, leader and tech and all this stuff, is flipped on its head as soon as there's an actual alien danger that is animalistic, smarter than them. And it shows how humanity actually is in the face of danger, let alone a danger they don't understand, which is why this is kind of cosmic horror in a way along the lines of The Thing, because the xenomorph is something they do not understand. So, you know, you got Dallas, who's supposed to be the leader, but at the end he's a confused person. I mean, even when he's going down to torch the damn thing, trying to be brave, he's confused, he needs guidance, he's lost. When they are panicking, trying to find where it is, he's not giving orders, he's sitting waiting for orders. He's not a natural-born leader, he's just another pawn in the game. The only one that plays their role well is the robot, because he has no personality. He is there on a mission. It's given to him. It's clear cut and done. He doesn't need a role. He just needs to carry out the mission. The only one that flips everything on its head is Ripley by Sigourney Weaver. And by the way, might I ask, or might I add, I should say, badass. One of the first big badass women other than Princess Leia of
and
the time.
they still found a way to get her to take her clothes off.
I mean, yeah, deep space, you gotta take your clothes off and get naked. Everyone got naked, honestly. That's just how it is. Sex in film, ladies and gentlemen. Not that it was a big thing, though, quite frankly. Because it wasn't long she was out of her clothes. But I'm just saying. She was phenomenal in this film. Ripley is the only one that sticks to her guns, even in the face of danger. And even then, that is challenged, and she's not always sticking to her guns. So, how often does she actually stick to them? But she sticks to them the most out of everybody. Everyone reverts to their base skeleton format of a personality, which is a trope. Asshole, pussy, scaredy cat, asshole, etc. So, everyone's reverted to a primal instinct instead of complexity because of something they cannot understand, cannot face in true power. Except for Ripley, because she, from the get-go, tried to not get the alien on board by following quarantine protocols. But when faced with human emotion, everyone was like, damn, let's get our best friend on board and risk everything.
And look what happened. They didn't listen, and they all got eaten.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, no, not actually completely eaten. In the director's cut, Dallas and... I forget the other character's name off the top of my head that was killed looking for the cat, are used as eggs, incubations.
Oh, fair.
We didn't see that in the director's cut. I feel like the director's cut sucks in that way. I agree with Ridley Scott. I feel like the original theatrical cut is the best version. I feel like taking what made Dallas and every cast member's death so scary and giving a face to it, no matter how grotesque and weird it is, kind of ruins the shock value of it all, because you don't know what this alien is doing. You don't know what he's committing. You just know he's stabbing and eating with his second mouth. You don't see the murder, though. If anything, you just hear it for the most part. The only murder we really see on screen that isn't Ash is the one incubating the original alien. Everyone else, off screen. You're left to the whimsy. Like, everybody. Lambert, you don't even see it on screen. You hear the screams. Like, there's some puncture wounds in some cases, but, like, you don't see the full extent of the deaths. And I think that's fantastic. I think putting a face to a possible death or change in this movie doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like lurking in the shadows, horror in the dark works better. Which is great, and it sticks with the aesthetics and themes of this movie. So, that's my thoughts on the cast.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the actual other positive. Any other positives you want to say?
No, we talked about cast. We talked about the effects.
Amazing effects.
We talked about the pacing.
The
obviously
soundtrack
it's
was great.
Slow. The soundtrack fit in really well.
There's one big positive, hopefully, that you're going to talk to me about. The star of the show himself, the Xenomorph.
Oh my god.
Talk to me about the alien.
Oh my god.
And the phases of this alien, mind you.
He's scary. And gross. And, this is, body horror, but it's, low-level body horror. Obviously, we've seen
Romulus
movies.
has more body horror.
Oh,
don't
no,
you worry.
I don't want to.
Oh, don't worry. You see the facehugger's dick.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
You get to see the male pregnancy weapon at its best.
Is it as bad as Nosferatu?
No. Okay. Nosferatu is pretty bad.
Oh, no.
In regards to its grotesqueness. Alien is an in-between, in my opinion. Romulus is an in-between, in my opinion. Still a good film. Other than the AI integration of Ash.
Oh.
Yeah, which is stupid as fuck, in my opinion. I think it was Ash that was the AI integration. But still, regardless. The Xenomorph itself, honey. Tell me about this, because this is not your typical Ewok yub-nub type of alien. This isn't even a robotic alien race from Battlestar Galactica. This is not E.T. This is a murderous, almost primal, cat-like reflexes, instinctive predator alien that is outsmarting everybody, and growing at a super fast rate. Talk to me about the Xenomorph.
Okay. I love the look of him. I love the phases. I do, however, feel like my negatives do have to do with him, though.
Why?
I feel like, okay, so first of all, let's talk about that jump scare. Like, I know we don't want to get too far into the negatives yet, but this was my big negative.
Oh, if we tie it in, I guess we're in the negatives now.
Because that jump scare wasn't really a jump scare. It's when
Dallas,
thank you, I almost called him Nash again. When Dallas goes down to confront the xenomorph, he, like, jumps out at him, and it's like he has his arms out, and it's like, Mama! Like, literally, that's all it is. It's just like, ha! Like, catch me! Like, uppies! I want uppies! Literally, that's all it is.
The build-up was great.
And the build-up was great. But, like, just all that build-up just for, like, a, hey! Like, it didn't fit. And then, like, the way that, like, we see him, whatever pops out of his neck or mouth or whatever, it just, like, kind of punches them.
What? The original alien, like, baby?
No, like, when he's, like, when he actually, like, hits, like, kills the characters. He, like...
Oh, the second mouth.
Yeah, it just kind of, like, comes out and punches them, and, like, that's it.
Yeah, it's a mouth of force.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's literally going at an unreasonable speed.
I don't know why I didn't like it. I just didn't. Like, I feel like it was just a little bit anticlimactic.
Okay, other than those two, though, are there any other negatives involving this xenomorph?
No, I think he's so cool, such an interesting character design, and I would really like to, like, watch further iterations and see if we do more with that design.
It's interesting because Aliens is a sequel directed by James Cameron, and it divvies away from the mainly horror aesthetic.
Interesting.
Yeah, if anything, it delves into, like, there are horror elements still because the xenomorph works best in the horror design, but it's more 80s action horror.
Interesting.
And they introduce how the hierarchy of the xenomorphs work by introducing the idea of a queen.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what else about the xenomorph?
Matriarchy.
Yeah, and then the eggs. I feel like the egg incubation was crazy as well.
It was gross.
The facehugger, you jumped at the facehugger jump.
I didn't like him.
You knew it was coming, but the facehugger jumping out of the egg was wild for you.
It's gross.
Mm-hmm.
It was the body horror aspect of it. It was just like, hello, like naked mole rats.
It was a spider.
Oh my god, it was so gross.
It was like a spider hand.
It was so
But, like, the actual
gross.
xenomorph, was there anything else you wanted to say about that? Because it was, like, this is an alien that I feel like wasn't tackled a lot. There was invasions, there were giant alien mechs, there was Star Wars, obviously, but I don't think anything tackled a singular alien that was part of a bigger race that we know is still out there at that point, because we saw the other eggs, obviously, but this was something that literally had the potential to do nothing but exterminate at a rapid rate. I mean, undisclosed time happened, but we're assuming within a few hours, this thing grew from yay high to bigger than most of the humans, if not all the humans in this movie, in a very short span. It is a rapid evolving creature, and it displays the primal instinct and the primal nature of a lot of animals that are out there that can outnumber humans. What else is there about the xenomorph, if you have anything to add?
Not really. Like I said, it was a phenomenal use of him, a phenomenal design. I'm intrigued by it. I want to know more by it. How did he grow? Like,
we didn't see
that
a lot of
quickly?
him, too.
We didn't, and I think that did the movie, like, a little bit of a disservice.
Oh, no. I disagree.
Fair.
I disagree. I think this is one of those cases where he was shown perfectly enough. If you
fair.
showed him more, then, like, I feel like you're taking away the aspect of what makes him horrifying. A pitch black creature in the darkness that also outsmarts you at every turn. Like, the way they discovered him last second on the monitor out of nowhere, like, camouflaging himself, essentially. I feel like if you take away the aspect of mystery and intrigue and cosmic horror elements by showcasing your villain too much, in the case of an alien like this. The xenomorph was done perfectly with its time.
Okay.
Because you got enough time with each stage. The facehugger, all you needed to know is somehow he kept his host alive and was doing something to him. Then it was dead. It died off. It impregnated him. Congratulations, it's an alien. And then we saw the little baby form, and then we never saw it again afterwards. But all we saw were the hints that it was around and evolving fast when one of the crew members found its shed skin like a snake. And it's like, all right, it grew a little bigger, That's okay. And then seeing how big it was as soon, like a minute or two afterwards, yes, that's horrifying. I feel like showing anything else is like doing it a disservice. I feel like the imagination is not left up to the intrigue. Any symbolism that's there for this alien in regards to nature or otherworldly powers we fully cannot comprehend is gone if you use him more. And that's why I don't like the director's cut as much, because, we think Dallas is completely mauled to death. He's dead. But when Ripley's trying to escape, him still alive as this weird incubation egg transformation thing, it takes away that element of surprise. Like, yeah, you're getting insight into this, but you already got that insight a little bit when we were on the alien planet and you saw the skeleton that looked almost human-like. And it symbolized it from the get-go. And it left you intrigued. You don't need to always show things. This is one of those cases where it's fine showing limited cases and not telling. It's not telling at all, but it's also not showing a lot. And that's what it does right, and that's why I feel like showing more of it is such a disservice to the original vision, and why I'm glad the director's cut isn't, like, something widely shown. Because, quite frankly, I would rather have the imagination of what the xenomorph is doing to murder Dallas and the crew members in my head. Like, Lambert's death. The death of, like, I think, I'm not confusing the two, yeah, but let me make sure. But the other female member, I'm pretty sure it's Lambert. But basically seeing, yeah, Lambert is the other one. Parker and Lambert, I almost swapped the names. But seeing the two of them dying and hearing the female being murdered, essentially. Like, oh wait, no. Is it? Hold on, wait. I think it's Parker. I think
Parker was the other
Parker's
woman.
As much as I love this movie, Lambert is the female. That's correct. Lambert's the female. That's right. Parker is the guy. I always confuse them. They're very androgynous names, which is another big thing, other than Dallas. But I digress. This is another big thing about the film, is the androgynous almost names in many ways. You could use Parker and Lambert both ways. Ash, again, him and Dallas are the only names, but they're also the masculine ones. Brett is also the clearly masculine one, but we don't get much screen time with him because he's an asshole and he dies anyways. But there's so many, moments, like Lambert's death, you don't see the death. You just see the tail crawling up her leg, which wasn't even her leg, fun fact. I think I remember on my original research with this film, they reused a scene of Brett's leg being attacked by the tail and passed it off as Lambert's. Hearing her screams as Ripley's running, that's more than enough. I don't need to see anything else. I don't need to see what this alien is capable of. We're already seeing how capable it is, camouflaging in, being stealthy, and the element of surprise to it is what makes it perfect. I do not need to see anything else about it otherwise. I do feel like this is the one moment where doing more of it would be a disservice. Just because of that. Because now you ruin the claustrophobia and that he could be anywhere and the shadows are playing tricks on you mentality.
Fair.
At that point, it's like what we were talking about with Blair Witch Project in Heather's episode. You ruin your main horror element if you show too much of it and build the atmosphere around it.
Okay.
Not the creature around the atmosphere.
That's fair.
So, that's my piece.
Yeah. That's actually a good take. All right, fine. You persuaded me.
Yes! I'm right!
That's the only win you're ever gonna get.
That's a bullshit lie. I won you, didn't I?
Aww. You heard it here first, folks. They do love me.
Yeah, and on top of that, male pregnancy. Anyways.
Thank you, sweetie. Can I have a
Anyways.
romantic moment?
No. Now that we have that running bit, hell yeah. But I think this movie's phenomenal. Any other negatives you have for it?
Nope, that was it.
I love this film. I think it's one of the greatest movies of all time, and it's a staple for me. Which brings us to the next one, which is another greatest movie of all time staple for me, and really takes the alien motive on its head. Go ahead, honey.
This is one of your favorite directors, too.
Oh yeah, Jordan Peele is amazing.
We watched Nope.
Again.
Nope.
Yes, honey, Nope.
Nope.
Okay, enough with the running fucking gag. Explain Nope to the audience, why don't you?
Nope has a basic storyline at the start. We follow two siblings, a brother and a sister, who have just lost their father, but he's died in like the weirdest way possible. They own a horse ranch, and he dies after plane parts fall out of the sky.
Not plane parts.
I thought they were.
Well, pennies.
Oh, they said plane parts.
But a penny, remember? He got killed because a penny sniped him in the eye.
Yeah, that. Either way. So he passes away, and now they have to figure out how to survive while working this ranch. Our main character, OJ, has basically sold off most of the horses in order to keep this running. And then his sister joins, and they start seeing what they think is a UFO in the sky. And she's all like, hell yes, absolutely. Do you know how much money people will be willing to pay if we get this shit on camera? And literally that's what they set out to do with the help of some other people.
Yup.
And that's just like
one
a
other
basic
person.
one other person. But, well, no, two other people.
Technically, I guess.
Yeah, well, one main person, and then another guy comes in later on in the movie, and he's only there for
And boy, does he have a role. Great role.
That's like a very, very basic plot. And if you know any of Jordan Peele's movies, you know there is so much more to it. But that's the most you can say without spoiling anything.
Oh, he flipped the alien script on its head.
Oh
So
my god, this was so good.
It takes alien tropes that we know for decades. Oh, yes, please.
Fun fact, this is the only movie in my entire teenage and adult life where I had to get up and leave the theater to go to the bathroom because there was one jump scare, only one jump scare, and it almost made me pee my pants.
It's not even a jump scare, I feel like, if it's the scene I'm thinking about, right?
It's the one with the horse.
Oh, yep, no, okay,
yeah,
I get it.
And it almost made me pee my pants. So
Okay.
I'm usually really, really good at I sat through the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy without needing to get up once. I don't like leaving movies in the theaters for even a second if I have never seen the movie before. This is the only movie to ever make me do that.
So it's a thriller, not a horror mainly, but a thriller. And it takes alien tropes that are typical and makes you think this is going to be a typical film. Like, aliens, a lot of aliens in history, and UFOs, I should say, like, going back to even Steven Spielberg's type of movie, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Like, aliens fucking up electricity and all that shit. Or UFO technology fucking up electricity and all that shit. Strange alien encounters flying through the sky and weird sounds. And it makes you think about what these aliens could look like. And it's tried and true tropes for a reason leading up to the big reveal of what the aliens in the ship, in the vessel, look like. And up until this point, we're assuming that this entire thing, this UFO that we're seeing flying through the sky, is abducting people. That's what we're hearing a lot of the time. Oh, no. Go ahead, honey. Talk about the film. And if it ties into the plot twist, we'll get there, but talk to me about your experience with this film.
I love this movie. This is probably my favorite iteration of aliens that I have seen to date. Obviously, I still have not seen a lot, so that could change. But I just think the idea, taking what seems like a very basic plot and turning it on its head and just making it so unique and original is something that Jordan Peele does so well.
He's done it to talk about things like racism with Get Out, and obviously Us is one of the weaker of the three, but damn if it's still not a good film.
I haven't watched that one yet.
That's a great film, but Jordan Peele had a lot to say by using an alien movie and like finding ways to talk about fame and greed and human bullshit, and especially when it comes to the fame part. In a world where fame and clout chasing is the biggest thing, he found a way to turn an alien movie and try to find found footage of an alien into a movie about spectacle and everything about just like literally fucking, again, clout chasing. It's brilliant. Like, this man literally opened with a Bible verse about turning somebody into entertainment or some shit like that, and then Monkey, which plays a bigger part in the movie, and like fucking shit. This movie sends me into an overload in the best way possible because it's so layered, and the audience becomes a part of the spectacle because he's playing us the whole time from the first trailer, making us think it's a typical alien movie, making us think we're gonna get a UFO abduction type of bullshit. Plays us into the spectacle, makes us a part of it, makes us looking into these aspects of clout chasing and spectacles with the characters, all for us all to be devoured by the very thing that we were looking for and trying to dissect the whole time. Roll the film, honey. Talk more about it.
The casting, phenomenal.
Oh, Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer.
I was so happy to see she made a return to acting.
So was I. I was so surprised. But just her energy in this fits her character so well. I cannot think of a better actress to play this role whatsoever. I was so excited to see her, and even watching it the second time, I'm like, this fits her so well. The only other thing that I had watched her in was, of course, True Jackson VP.
She wasn't in a lot other than Nickelodeon for a while.
Like, and then Jump In on Disney Channel.
Yeah, you're right.
So I hadn't seen her a lot in my adult life. Fun fact, her sister was on the first season of one of my favorite reality shows of all time that I've gotten Benson to watch with me, Claim to Fame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you haven't watched the first season with me, but you watched the second and third.
Okay.
And her sister was on the show, which, if you don't know what Claim to Fame is, it's a reality competition show where celebrities' relatives go on the show and they all have to guess who each other are related to, and it's so fun. I love the show. Benson doesn't love the show.
Daniel is OJ.
Yes, he was in Get Out. I don't know if he was in the other one.
I think he was in Us. I'm looking it up real quick. I have my phone on standby for this type of shit. He was great as OJ.
But oh my god, so good. Again, another actor that I can't picture anybody else fitting into this role. And they play off of each other so well. OJ is the more reserved, quiet sibling who definitely has anxiety, and M is just so like vibrant and full of life and like wanting to help the business. And like, of course they both want to help the business, but she's just more vocal.
Yeah, I forgot he's not in Us, but you do know him for another role.
I probably do. You
ready for this one? He's your favorite character. He's one of your favorite iterations of this character from the movie. He's Spider-Punk.
I knew that!
He voices Spider-Punk, yeah.
Oh my god, I knew that. I love Spider-Punk. He's great.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome. But Daniel was great. Stephen Ewan is Junpei.
Yes.
The child actor.
He's probably more well-known for his role on Stranger Things.
Stephen Ewan, like, literally being Junpei, who is the epitome of clout chasing and using your life to get fame, because he is a child actor that was a part of a tragedy where a lot of the cast members on a family sitcom were mauled by the monkey, which comes into play from the beginning as the story goes on. And he thinks he's lucky, and he could talk and communicate with animals and just communicate with anything because he's the lone survivor, and before he was most likely going to get mauled in some way. And he saw a shoe standing up and considered it a good omen or something like that. I forget off the top of my head. I'm so all over the place with this movie. There's so much to say.
There's so much.
But like, he is literally the epitome of using your trauma in your life to like get fame, and the backlash it can have when you think you can preach to people or tell others or tell other living things what they can and cannot do and assert your dominance when you're clearly not the dominant one in the food chain to begin with. Oh! This casting is so fucking good. Even even just like having Angel, our wonderful Best Buy disgruntled employee, like he was the comedic relief in a way, but I mean he was damn good in this movie too.
But yeah, he was so good. He definitely was the comedic relief. Because he's kind of just thrown into this, like, he's nosy as fuck. And that's the only reason that he's in this.
Another form of clout chasing.
He goes to the ranch to help them install everything. And at first they're like, no, we can do it ourselves. And he's like, yeah, good luck. You guys can't do it, but I can do it. And he kind of weasels his way in. And then, like, he's asking questions. Em isn't answering them.
Yep.
But he finds his way in there anyway. And then he gets stuck in this craziness.
The casting's phenomenal. I mean, even having like someone be a disgruntled former documentarian, like filmmaker, chasing a high still, chasing that high again, and what happens when you try to chase and do better than your past highs. Oh. Oh,
no,
this
is such a phenomenal movie, and you cannot look surface level with this movie. You do have to look.
Every character has something to say.
This is such a blink and you'll miss it kind of movie. It was entertaining. It was fun.
Given the fact that looking is like literally the biggest weapon in this movie.
And like there's a part in there where some of the neighborhood kids are pulling a prank on OJ and M, and it's like this dark, creepy ass cat. Like what's the stable?
It's in the stables. Yeah.
And he turns the corner and he just goes, nope.
Oh, he's so smart. He does that several times. Like, do we just do it? Because literally during the big climax of the movie, when he looks at the alien and goes, nope, gets back in his car and stays there.
Well, I mean, you did kind of just spoil it. So.
Well, let's get into it, because I didn't say what the alien was. I just said he looked at the alien and got back in the car. Jean Jacket,
which is named after his sister's old horse.
The feisty one that was never really able to be tamed.
So, the thing that we keep alluding to, the big spoiler of the movie, is that the thing that they have been seeing the entire time
wasn't a UFO.
Is not a UFO. It's the fucking alien.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it was so cool.
And how do we get this big realization of this theory? The Star Lasso experience. What's the Star Lasso experience, honey? Tied together with what I was saying about Junpei. What happens?
Oh gosh, he tries to play with fire. I don't know if we mentioned it, but he runs a circus carnival show, and he's basically saying, hey, the last couple of nights I've seen something in the sky and I think aliens are trying to communicate with us. Let's give them the opportunity to give us a show.
The Star Lasso. He literally is trying to lasso in a star for this experience. And what happens, honey?
They show up.
Jean Jacket shows up, and it leads to one of the wildest audio-visual effects.
Oh my god.
I don't watch horror much in theaters. Not because I don't want to, because I never get to. This is not horror. Again, it's a thriller with a weird shock plot twist. But we see the people in the digestion scene. And because earlier they tried to trick the alien with a horse statue, the digestion scene is not... Fun fact, by the way, you hear screaming throughout the movie. That's the alien being smart, because that is people being digested, and it's echoing their screams from its body, pretending like it's the UFO.
Oh my gosh.
Like, the alien basically transformed itself into a mechanism, or transformed itself into a type of, like, camouflage technique where it gets people to look at it before its true form swallows it whole. And the horse statue is lodged in the alien's guzzle still. So the digestion process is worse. Like, everybody from the Star Lasso experience is in there. His only surviving co-star who got mauled and her face ripped apart. His wife, these random families. I counted maybe 5 kids, including his, that were digested in this scene as well. Everybody goes into the alien's throat.
Oh my god.
And like the way he shot this and how claustrophobic it was, dare I say, is more uncomfortable than some alien scenes at times in that movie. Because these people are sweating. These people are being burned alive in this digestion tract. It's horrifying.
And then it all culminates in when Jean Jacket asserts its territory over, knowing that everybody on the ranch is going after it, by hovering over the house, groaning, and letting all the screams of the people being digested play out over the house. So then what happens? My favorite part is you hear some woman yelling, "Oh God, it's burning me," before somebody screams, "Get us out of here," and then squishing sound effects. It basically melted them enough with its digestive enzymes to squish them, which then leads to the big thing where it starts raining blood in the house, like a biblical thing. And this is where you realize Jean Jacket technically killed their father, because anything that isn't organic flesh is spit out. So all of the watches, the money, the material belongings symbolically are flushed out of this alien and rain down like fucking hail on the house. Which means somebody's penny killed their father.
Mm-hmm.
And then this culminates even more into the real form of the alien, because Angel gets the smart idea before he gets sucked up. I'm going to put myself in barbed wire. And it works, and he's spit out, left alone, but then this hurts the alien and it unveils its true form, which is taken after a jellyfish and biblically accurate things. All this alien design is perfect. Like, you want to talk about using spectacle? You want to talk about using symbolism? This right here. The fact that its main eye looks like a camera lens and is flashing and hissing at you, staring you down. Oh my god. Otherworldly. Like, the Xenomorph, top tier alien still. Jean Jacket is a classic alien for the ages. I'm telling you, the way it looks otherworldly and is incomprehensible and is a cosmic horror in a very holy way, making a Bible feel like an otherworldly horror, because angels in the Bible and in many religious texts are not the typical angels we see in media today. They are horrifying beings, might I add. For all you Bible readers out there that clearly aren't reading the Bible, coming from a non-Bible reader like myself. Yeah, they're otherworldly. They're horrifying. And this adds to it. You can't look away, but also at the same time, you want to look away, but at the same time you can't. And that adds to the symbolism of spectacle and looking at everything through a lens. Thank you, Jordan Peele, for bringing back even more modern symbolic storytelling.
Yeah.
Love this guy. I'm sorry, this is all about me. Please, talk about your experience. I'm gonna talk about this, like, for an hour straight, like I did when we saw it in the theaters, and then I was running around the house, I was walking around pacing, screaming about the movie as things please, talk about your experience. I can't go on like this.
I think
We're at an hour and 7 minutes. Talk about your experience.
You're going to go on with this.
No. By all means, it's you. Go ahead. My lip is shut.
I am always so intrigued by Jordan Peele's mind. I ended up getting the book that he edited. It's a short story collection written by other Black horror authors, and he edited it and, like, selected all the stories and put it together. Wasn't the biggest fan of that. But, like, still, the idea of him coming out with a book was so intriguing to me because of where his mind ends up. Just having those plot twists and movies with so much meaning, which, once again, like, you cannot look at them on surface level. If you're going into these movies like I once did, like, just looking at them on the surface level and not expecting anything deeper, like, you can't take them at face value.
You still get something surface level, but it's only when you go deeper.
Yeah, you have to kind of try to look at this on a deeper level, in a deeper scope. And I am just so, like, I think this might have been, like, one of my first experiences doing that, and, like, probably one of my first experiences getting to sit down and, like, talk to you about movies like this, which is ultimately where we got this podcast. So we can thank Nope for that.
It was so fun, and it's still one of my favorite movies. Oh my fucking god!
It's so funny because Jordan Peele started out as a comedian.
Fucking Aaron. Key and Peele, baby.
Which, fun fact, Benson actually met.
My father met Keegan Michael
What
Key.
did I say?
You said me.
I said you. Yeah, Benson's father met Keegan Michael Key.
And I'm pissed about it.
On a work trip. It was so funny.
A fucking random work trip where he was there. What the fuck?
That was so funny. But it's so funny seeing him go from comedian to such dark and horrific works. And I love him. I cannot wait for his newest movie to come out, which was supposed to come out on Benson's birthday.
Around Nosferatu. But hey, I'll take the birthday gift of Nosferatu, because I also love Nosferatu. But we're here talking about Alien. Talk to me about Jean Jacket.
Oh my gosh, Jean Jacket was such a fun concept. Such an interesting, like, for, like, you look at it and you're like, obviously, like, this is a spaceship. Like, it looks, moves, acts like a spaceship. And then we get that reveal. And it just opens up and it's an entirely different form. And you're so confused, but so intrigued.
I mean, can I be honest? This compares to the Xenomorph. Both are things you cannot comprehend that move in familiar spaces that make humans uncomfortable.
Yeah, because this could be exactly what aliens look like. We don't know. And it's that fear of the unknown that fucking gets me.
And I think the creature designer for this said it best. What if there's more of this type of guy?
There probably is.
And which brings my question to divert back to that. How would you feel about a sequel?
Oh my gosh.
Would this be a case where the sequel would enhance it more, or do you feel like it's better as a one and done?
No, I think it's better as a one and done. This also has one of my least favorite tropes, though, towards the end, and it's an open-ended ending. And, like, I know sometimes it needs to be done. I do think it worked for this. I personally, I think I'm too stupid for open-ended endings. Because I need to be spoon-fed an ending. What happened? Where are our characters now? Don't tell me there's a chance that this character could be alive, but could also be dead. Which is it? I spoon-feed me. Tell me what it is.
I think they confirmed, because OJ sacrifices himself, so Kiki's character can go set a plan where she's going to release a balloon to basically blow up Jean Jacket from the inside, which works, but we don't see what happens to OJ because he stares it down. He's the one that hasn't been staring this whole fucking time, but finally does it to beat the menace. Again, there's something there, but anyways. And at the end, the dust settles, and in this cowboy badass-esque ending, we see not only did using the fountain, like the little well picture thing to, like, get a picture, not only did she actually, like, blow up the alien, but she got the money shot, as they call it. She managed to get a picture of the alien in all its form, indisputable proof that it is there. It's not a blur. So it's revealed, lastly, that they got the shot. That's the last thing of the movie. But the biggest reveal is that OJ is standing in the archway as the police are coming by. He's standing at the beginning of the carnival on his horse. And it's open-ended, like you said. Like, did he survive? Did he not? I think they confirmed he survived.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like, that is actually him.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Good, I needed that spoon feed.
But he survived, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, then I'm okay with it. Because, I mean, obviously, like, I'm okay with, like, a sad ending. It doesn't all need to be nicely wrapped in a box. I just need to know.
Was it completely sad, though? They got the money shot, but then again, you could argue that was the cost for fame.
Well, I mean, I wasn't saying it. Like, I would be okay if the answer was that he didn't make it.
No, I get what you mean.
But I need you to tell me. Did he make it? Did he not? That's what I need. I'm not, like, a huge fan of open-ended things. Like, yes, like, they have a purpose. I can always accept when and if they have a purpose. I can deal with it. I just don't like it.
It also makes fun of aliens, too, because Alien found footage shit ever since we could start recording stuff. I mean, even Steven Spielberg back in the day with Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which I'm surprised I didn't put on this list, but I really should have. Might add that in last second. But, I mean, alien encounters and finding the extraterrestrial has always been a thing. But I feel like Jordan Peele answers the question perfectly by tying it into modern culture today and how everyone's looking for fame. Are we looking just to say there's an answer, or are we looking for this thing we can't understand so we can get money and fame off of it?
Yeah, see, that is actually, like, a really good point. And, oh my gosh, another thing, I was gonna say something, and now my brain is saying goodbye.
You got this.
Okay, maybe I don't.
You got this. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of layers to this shit. And some Logan Paul fuckface is going to tell me, because fuck you, Logan Paul. Fuck you, Logan Paul. You didn't like this movie at all.
He didn't?
No.
Oh my gosh.
He said it was boring. It didn't make sense to him. Like, he went on this plot.
Boring.
It went around for a while. Bro, you fucking, like, you lost to KSI.
Oh my gosh.
How does that feel, dumbass? Like,
But-
I'm just saying, your brother's Jake Paul.
Oh my gosh.
You both are, like,
Oh no.
gone.
Oh gosh.
Like, I don't want to hear movie opinions from someone that made Airplane Mode. Okay?
And you know what sucks though about like this whole alien conversations is it couldn't happen today. If we discover that like aliens are real
We
and
did.
anybody gets like a picture or anything, people are just gonna think it's AI. No one's gonna believe that it's real.
I mean, even before AI, it was a thing where it's like, wow, that doesn't look real. That looks shittily edited. I mean, everyone talks about footage for Bigfoot, Nessie, etc., and goes, wow, how do we not have how do we have all this technology, but it's the shittiest shot possible? Like, I just, it happens no matter what, whether there's AI or not. But now I feel like if Jordan Peele waited a few years, AI could have been a huge part of this conversation.
oh,
but,
I'm sure that'll be one of his movies eventually.
Yep, probably around the Christmas time.
All I'm
But
saying is I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, but you can't tell me that humans are the smartest beings in this universe.
God fucking no.
You can't.
I mean, we already had confirmation. Aliens being real are the worst kept secret of all time. Along with the government is part of the Epstein list. Just saying. Just saying.
Is there anything else we want to talk about?
But there's so much I want to say about this movie.
I know,
really
me too, but we're trying to keep it under 2 hours.
Anything else about Jean Jacket you want to say?
No, I love this movie. It's phenomenal. It's my favorite iteration of the alien usage as a whole.
Because it twists the tropes on its head.
Yes, because it's just so imaginative and so inventive, and it's like how I feel about Junji Ito. How does this just normal, average-looking guy come up with these crazy twists in his head? I feel the exact same way about Jordan Peele.
He's damn good. And honestly, to do all this, I feel like he's getting better at his craft, because Get Out is a phenomenal movie, but I do see why people could see it more surface level instead of complex looking deeper. But, again, that's the history, though, of Jordan Peele, where you get the message pretty surface level. It's when you look at the history and research of why he's doing it the way he is, it's where you get it. But this, there's no research to it. You literally just have to look at modern day humanity and culture and understand where the levels are coming from. The only research you need to do is a self-reflection and reflection of your peers, and aka the world, not just your peers, but the peers is in the world, and understand why he's layering it the way he is. Because everybody, to some degree in this film, is a layer of Jordan Peele's theme that tackles more and more as we go. It's so great. It's so funny. It's literally staring you. The biggest twists are staring at you in the face from the get-go. And he's dangling it like a fucking carrot over you. Jean Jacket is like the smartest twisting trope of an alien. And like one of the best aliens, I'd argue, since the Xenomorph. There's been great iterations, but nothing as wow factor as the Xenomorph when I first saw it, in my opinion. This has that same effect for me. It's brilliant, and they show that humans are not the apex predator in their own way, by exposing human flaws in their own way. God, I love these movies. I got nothing else to say. So, okay, alien theme. Overall, what'd you think? I mean, obviously there were different alien themes, movies we have in this month, blah, blah, blah. General alien theme. You got the basic tropes and then the twisting of the tropes in the modern era. How'd you feel about seeing the basic evolution of aliens alongside what you've seen with Star Wars?
It had 2 out of 3 really, really great movies.
I guess including the Blob and Invasion of the Body Snatchers as well, because those do have aliens. All encompassing, let's put it, of the alien media you've had and digested so far. What do you think?
I think it's really, really fun to see all of the different iterations of the unknown. Because, like, the Blob is an alien.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a gelatinous cube version of an alien.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a really cool take on it. The Xenomorph, a new, for the time, take on Alien. Nope, a phenomenal new original take on aliens. I think it's so fun to see where everybody's minds go when they think of aliens, because usually it's just the little green Martian with two antennas and eyeballs, like that one monster for Monsters Inc.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
it's great stuff.
It's so fun. I love it. I love like the different iterations of aliens, and we could literally just have an entire podcast month on alien movies. And really, that's probably what we should have done.
Yeah. Well, you made the themes.
You came up with the brainstorm list.
You agreed. You greenlit them. Just saying.
I am super excited to continue on with this month and see where we go in terms of monsters and aliens.
And the monsters that are humans in future settings. Got it. I love it. What?
You're the monster.
No, I watch Blade Runner.
All right. So as far as the next theme, we were supposed to do the no theme. However, our friend Ben wants to join us for that one.
Yep.
And we haven't heard anything back from him as far as...
Okay, that might be a my bad thing. I think I might have forgot to message him.
Benson.
You texted me while at work.
I have asked you 3 times in person. Sitting right next to me on the couch.
And then my phone wasn't near me, though.
Oh my goodness.
I have ADHD.
Oh my goodness. So it'll either be the no theme or Men in Black.
Men in Black might be the next one, which is Alien. Let's just stick with aliens and go to Men in Black next. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Sure. Okay, I think the next theme will be Men in Black. So for that one, we will be watching Men in Black 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the animated series.
Which is interesting because now this is the most basic take on aliens. Aliens among humans. Mm-hmm. But it twists it in a comedic approach, which is fascinating.
Well, yeah, it has Will Smith in it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a great time. All right, that's it for me.
Yeah, me too. So thanks for hanging out with us in the Catch-Up Corner. Let us know what you thought of these movies and what is your favorite iteration of the alien trope.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have to be in these 3. It could be in anything.
All right.
Again, thanks for hanging out with us in the Catch-Up Corner. We will see you next time. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.